Happy Halloween, everyone! Today I had an idea for a challenge. It's called the One Boss Challenge. The rules are simple. Defeat the boss of the challenge, defeat no other boss, and glitches are encouraged.
So the run starts out like any other. Pick your starting class, your burial gift, create your character, and then run to Majula. Majula bonfire. Grab the bonfire by Melentia. And grabbed a few items from around the area. Namely the buckler and the Essa shard. Then we do a quick 13k soul grind. I bought the cat ring from Shalquar, and now with the cat ring I can jump from this ledge to Jay's bonfire. Grab the free freaking branch, and now with that branch I can free Rosabeth.
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please. I'm fine.
And then you go to Shaded Woods. I grabbed a bunch of souls from the area, starting with the soul near this group of hallows, the Proud Knight soul in front of Van Grohl, the soul of a nameless soldier in the middle of the woods, the soul of a brave warrior by the Cyan Knight, the one above the Lion Warriors, and the one at the top of the towers near where you find Creighton. I decided to see if you could survive the fall in the well with just a cat ring, and it turns out you can. Just barely. Then I jumped all the way down to the gutter, grab the Dark Pyromancy Flame. The reason why I grabbed the Dark Pyromancy Flame instead of the regular one was because there's no way to get the regular Pyromancy Flame without being Flexile. So anyway, I grabbed another branch. I bought Poison Mist from Rosabeth, and then the first glitch of the run.
During the Fat Shovel animation, you can use the mouse to open the bonfire menu. If, at the moment the game fades to black, you attune Soul Arrow over Poison Mist, when you stand up, the game will transfer the spell uses from the old spell to the new one.
A handful of Poison Mist later, and we have the Forgotten Key. With the souls we got at Shaded Woods, we can use our aesthetic on the bonfire, and buy the butterfly wings from Moglin. And with a few witching urns, you can safely take care of Moglin. Start a death battle with Moglin, steal his drip, and then warp back to Melentia. Back at Melentia. So the reason why we bought the butterfly wings is that they allow us to parry walk. In order to parry walk, with either the moon butterfly pants or the wings, you need to parry off of an enemy, walk into their face, take a couple steps back, and then jump and repose at the same time. And if done correctly, you should just jump over that NPC. Parry walking allows you to do a few things. The first is that it allows you to walk in the air, and the second is that it allows you to build momentum by walking into walls. And by interacting with objects like ladders, you can release that momentum, called a parry set. Go upstairs, parry walk off of this howled soldier, and then walk around Pursuer's Arena. Parry walk off of this undead jailer, and by following the path that I took, you can enter this hole in the wall. I went down the stairs, jumped off the ladder, and decided to grab the parrying dagger from inside the chest. Up the elevator, and we unlock Straight's bonfire. I also decided to grab the ascetic from the elevator shaft. But if you don't want to do that, head all the way downstairs, and go through this pair of illusionary walls. Make this jump, and light the bonfire that you get by defeating Flexile. After that, parry walk off of this howled soldier, and then run around the entire outside of the map. Until the other side of this bridge. Grab the tower key, open the door, light the bonfire, and you skip Ruined Sentinels. I unlock Sinner's Rise, and grab the Fire Seed by Sinner. Before, I said that parry walking allowed you to build momentum by walking into walls. You can use that same momentum to go up steep ledges. And by using that momentum, you can go up the wall that's next to the King's Gate. Make your way to the second bonfire. Spark a torch. And light the sconce nearby. After summoning the Red Phantom, you can bring him to the Guardian Dragon Fog Gate and a parry walk off of him. From here I get the Aged Feather, skip Dragon Airy, and battle my way through Dragon Shrine to defeat the scariest enemy in the game. If you've ever fought this guy legit, you know what I'm talking about. Grab the Dragon Crest ring. Ran past everyone. And then got the Ashen Mist heart. Back at Majula, I decided to run to Hades Tower. Perry walked up the Hade Knight. And then walked to Dragon Rider's bonfire. I moved Licia down the elevator, grabbed the wharf bonfire, and learned that you can walk through statues while parawalking. And now that Licia is back, we can move the path and go to Huntsman's Corpse. I had some extra souls, so I decided to buy Lingering Flame from Strayed and decided to test them on the giants in the memory of Amar. I also grabbed the giant soul from in here. I bought a couple items from Valencia. I grabbed the key from in front of Rowena. Perry walked off of Rowena and followed the path that I take. When walking through the void, it's important to walk past this break in the geometry to avoid the invisible wall. Make sure to line yourself up with the bridge, and that's Skeleton Lord skip. After lighting the bonfire and moving Cloanne, I jumped out of bounds to skip a gate and grabbed the bonfire behind it. This bonfire is going to be really important in a second here. So we're going to be doing another parry zip here, but instead of using a ladder, we're going to be using a fog gate. In order to load the next area, you have to finish a boss fight, and in order to finish a boss fight, the game has to at least think you've started one. And the parry walk state, you can change the angle in which you interact with the fog gate. By interacting with the fog gate at an angle just under parallel with it, into the boss arena just far enough to start the fight, but not far enough to get locked in. We're gonna have to do another parry walk, since the fog gate glitch despawns all the enemies. So rest at the bonfire we got earlier, and zip through the boss. Mythra skip works the exact same way. Parry walk off of an enemy, walk into the boss fight, run back to the hidden bonfire, and then zip right through. The next two skips are really similar. Parry walk off of the Alon Knight, and follow the path I take into the crack in the wall. Now, use the iron chest as a guide. You can line yourself up against the invisible wall and then fall into the platform below. Huh, normally there's ground here. Well, for the next skip, you parry walk off of that same Elon Knight and then land on the railing. This will give you just enough height to go over the invisible wall and land in front of the chest. And this is the moment where I realize I don't have the key to the DLC, so let's get that. And while I'm out here, I might as well grab the DLC 1 key. Broom Tower is very vertical and filled with a bunch of difficult enemies, so you're gonna need the countering and the Alluring Skulls for here. After you flip the lever, make this jump, and you're at the bonfire. For this next trick, you're going to need a bow. Jump to the lower platform with the bomb hollow, and look for this dark tile on the ground. Line your right foot up with the corner of it, then aim with your bow at the lower left section of this indent in the wall. After you take 3 steps, your right foot should be hovering in the air, and then plunging attack the lower platform with your bow. Now that you're on this platform, use the bow to align yourself up with these 2 hanging chains. Backstep, run and jump, and then hope and pray. I grab the scepter, turned on the elevator, grab the tower key, you can skip the next section of Broom Tower by jumping onto the back of the statue below. And get access to Fume Knight.
Nashka skip works almost the exact same as Covetous and Mythos skip. The difference being is that I use Lost Giant's health bars instead of their own. This is mainly for 2 reasons. First, Nashka's fog gate lies at the peak of a hill, which makes it difficult to do the trick without getting stuck in the arena. So it's just easier to grab the health bar off of a different boss whose fog gate's in the better position. Second, the only enemy that gets close enough to the fog gate is the Red Invader, and doing the fog glitch will despawn them. And to be honest, getting that guy to spawn once is difficult enough, so I didn't really want to have to do it twice.
Magna skip is really simple.
Parry walk off of one of the undead soldiers, and then run and land on the far side of the church. I decided to grab the Flint's ring from the DLC, which was ultimately pointless because I ended up just using pyromancies throughout the run. But anyway, I used the red invader to do the zip. Fun fact about bosses with cutscenes, you actually don't need a boss health bar to zip through because the area after them is already loaded. But after you zip past the exit fog, you need to start running to end the walk through fog gate animation, or you'll be teleported back into the boss arena. However, because we never actually start the boss fight, the invader isn't immediately sent back home. And while our friend decides when it's best to head back, we can take a break, get a snack, or like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified on when I do another crazy run like this.
Parry walk off of this Sanctum Knight and run to Gang Squad's bonfire. Then run across the bridge, down the ladder, and a parry walk of the undead invader. It's important to start your parry walk down the stairs from the ladder because the ladder hitbox extends a little bit into the ground. So if you parry walk next to the ladder, you'll only go down a few rungs before stepping off of the ladder. By parry walking under the ladder, you completely avoid the trigger that tells you to get off of the ladder, which lets you slide down the ladder indefinitely. If done correctly, you either land in the room with the ring or the room below. But either way, head upstairs and get your ring.
Back at Shaded Woods, now we're gonna skip the Shrine of Winter. Parry walk over this Falchineer. Remember how I said that parry walking allows you to walk up steep ledges? Follow the path that I take, and land on the path that leads to Drenland Castle.
Make your way through the castle. I decided to take a little bit of a break from parry walking. I talked to Grandal and bought all of his aesthetics. And I decided to respec my skills for more endurance. Twin Dragon Rider skit. Parry walk off of this hollow soldier, right into the wall next to the ladder. I try to line my head up with this split in the tiles, and then I run as much as I can, and then interact with the ladder. As you're going up the ladder, be careful, your character is afraid of heights. And the next boss we're going to try and skip is Mirror Knight. The reason why I say try is because I wasn't able to skip Mirror Knight during this run, but I can at least describe what I'm doing here. For this skip, you're going to want as much stamina and stamina regeneration as possible. So I decided to level up to 98 endurance and use the Rose Shield, Chloranthy Ring, Third Dragon Ring, and some grass herbs. You're also going to want to bring Benhard here. Talk to him after freeing Rosabeth and he should just move here. Get his attention and parry walk off of him near the ladder. You're going to want to build up as much forward momentum as possible and a little bit of leftward momentum. After the zip, you're going to climb to the top of the invisible ladder, turn and do a running jump. The goal is to try and land on top of the fog gate. The trick is very precise, so be mindful of how you jump off of the ladder. Turn at too short of an angle and your character will do this quick turn animation and quickly fall off the ladder. Take too wide of an angle and you'll either not reach the fog gate or land into the fake geometry to the right of it. This is why I said to build a little leftward momentum when doing the zip. I was able to get the trick in practice, so this is what it looks like. I went back to the Handmaidens to restrike my stats, and onto the Shrine of Winter. But before that, I completed Nav Clan's quest to get Forbidden Sun, bought some spells from Carhelion, upgraded my equipment, and grabbed whatever seeds I missed throughout the run. I hope you like parry walking, because we're going to be doing a bunch here. Parry walk off of the Ice Knight, and land on top of the tower with the Evil Priestess Eye. Jump down and parry off of this Royal Knight. Run around the tower and open the door to free our first White Knight. Bring the Ice Knight up the stairs to this upper platform and parry walk off of him here. Follow the path that I take and land on the raised mound of snow just past the mound that leads to the Dark Dance Hex. Parry walk off of another white knight to cross the gap. And free your second white knight. Finally, bring the ice knight back to the upper platform and parry walk off of them. This time, walk back through the entrance to Aleum Lois and run up this set of stairs. And climb up what is normally an invisible ladder. Jump over the gap in the stairs. Parry walk off of this ice knight. And land on top of the raised platform next to Ava's fog gate. Go down the stairs, parry off the ice wizard, over the frozen path, and free your final white knight. Now open the door, and we have our bonfire. Now all we have to do is talk to Eslana and get her to break the ice blocking Ivory King's boss arena.
Many of Aleum Lois's faithful knights followed their lord into the chaos, but not one of them returned. The king's dutiful subjects waited patiently for his homecoming. But it was too long a weight to bear. The knights reborn will follow your word. Many of Aleum Lois's faithful knights followed their lord into the chaos, but not one of them returned.
It turns out that Eslana won't break the ice if Ava hasn't been defeated.
So it looks like our challenge ends here. You cannot defeat the Ivory King.
Alright, let's do this.
And that answers our question. Looks like you can beat the Ivory King Bossless. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for updates. If not, tell me why in the comments. This is my first video ever, so I hope most of you enjoyed my little project. See you guys later, and remember to stay safe.